Y'all ready? What's up with y'all? It's your boy Eddie Sparks. We in the building. You tapped in and tuned in with Sparks Vision Media. You feel me? We behind the scenes of my album. The reason why I made it. The why. You feel me? Why this album matters. And we finna get into it. Who am I? First question, who am I? I am. I am. Who am I? I am Eddie Sparks from Sacramento, California. Um, Grew up in a house with my grandma, seven cousins, boy cousins. It was me, Wolford, Antoine, William, Dale, Diamond, Lil Darrell. We all grew up in the house together. You know, a little tricky background. You feel me? We all got a different story that we could tell, but mine's in particular is, um, I lived with my grandma. Uh, Never really got to live with my mom or dad like that. I lived with my dad that I can remember once he got out of prison in 2006. Pops always was a genuine dude. He always was stern. He always was on his stuff. Um, Mom's always charismatic, always singing. You feel me? Always joyful. Grandma, she was definitely joyful as well. Christian woman. Stern as well with us. Not too stern. She definitely was super loving and caring to us. Gave us gave us everything that we really wanted, you know. And I think that's another reason why I don't talk about the struggle so much. I feel like in my earlier projects, like the Blood album, Nutty North Music, Thicker Than Water, I was kind of like speaking about the struggle a lot, kind of deep downplaying what my mom and dad kind of brought to the table for me because they clearly did something for me that was, that meant something, that do mean something because I'm doing what I'm doing today. I'm all the way out here in Atlanta. I used to speak about the struggle a lot. I used to speak about why my dad wasn't there, why my mom was doing this, why I had to, deal with certain things growing up. I think nowadays I just give a lot of gratitude to my parents and just uh, you know, where they at right now in life. I speak highly of them now. I try to speak about the good stuff, the things they instilled in me nowadays, and back then, and what I kind of use nowadays to kind of live my life. you know, um, Growing up in the house with all my cousins, it was kind of different because we had to like always defend ourselves. That was one thing we always had to do with no real father figure being in the house. My dad, my uncles, they was around, but as far as like on an everyday basis, not really having somebody that's just gonna be on your bumper every day and just making sure your schoolwork was right, making sure everything was good at outside of school, making sure you was on your stuff and things like that. That kind of that kind of made us kind of fend for ourselves in a certain way and kind of be outside and do and figure out things on our own. Um, I just feel like growing up in 1085 made us just see so many things different when it comes to just everything. My uncle used to bring around a lot of activity. My dad, he had a lot of activity going on. Um, my grandma was just trying to do the best she can, really. My mom was trying to do the best she can. She had a little, her own issues and her own problems that she had to deal with, and it's just the way life is. It's just that's really it. One thing I would say, I just wish that we would have had a little bit more structure, but I really wouldn't change anything because everything that we kind of dealt with was like a beautiful struggle at the end of the day. You feel me? Even though we really we didn't really feel the struggle like that as far as like we finna get kicked out the house, we jumping from house to house. That was a different story. That's more so like my cousin Memman's story as far as just like what they had to deal with their mom being in the army. Our story was more so like us having to figure out things on our own because we was all cousins at the end of the day. William and Darrell was brothers. Me, Antoine Wolford, we was brothers. But at the end of the day, we was all kind of like in our own lane. William liked the cars. I liked the basketball. Diamond, Diamond was into basketball, fashion, whatnot. Dale kind of did his own thing. Wolford did his own thing. Lil Darrell was into music and stuff like that. So we kind of all kind of did our own thing, and it kind of turned out. It turned out the way we turned out. If you kind of look at it now and see everybody trajectory and where they at in life, I feel like we doing good for ourselves nowadays, especially where we came from, because we all could have been in different predicaments. I feel like my brother got a bad end of the stick in certain situations, but he gonna bounce back. God got a story for him, and God got some bigger and better for him in the future. Even though he got to sacrifice so much time and you know just so much blood, sweat, and tears, and never really got to see. He never really got to experience life as an adult, and I feel like God gonna show him a way through. And yeah, that's who I am. I love basketball. You feel me? I love music. Kind of come from a musical background in a sense. My cousin Lil Darrell, he was a musician. GP and them, Lil Tim, y'all might know him as Mozzie. He had music. My cousin Diamond, he was a musician. He was a rapper at one point, and he needs to get back on his shit. To be honest, uh, and I just took all that inspiration and just ran with it and kind of put my own sauce in it, put my own structure behind it, and what I like doing with it. I've been doing it for a minute now. I've been doing it for a minute. I would say me and my cousins kind of start actually dropping music around like 2015, 2014. And ever since then, I kind of just been on it. I always loved it. Producing was always something that I loved doing. Making beats, making music was something I always loved doing. Even when I was in high school, when we lived in the South area, I used to be making beats in the room. You feel me? Me and my dad stayed in the room together because he had to get his own. He had to get a new spot. After we moved from where we moved from, he had to get a new spot. So me and my pops, we was in a room together, and I had a computer, or he had a computer, and I used to just be on there making beats, and I had like a little MP3 player. I used to drag the songs on the MP3 player and just let people listen to them, let people slap them, make beats on there, let people slap them. Uh, I remember I used to produce music for Trey Solid. I used to produce music for Darion. Oz, you feel me? Um, so I kind of always been in the mix of the music scene, kind of around Sacramento. Once I got my tag in like 2015, I'm gonna let y'all hear it. It go like, you feel me? So that tag kind of made me stand out. Um, as far as just like being one of them guys that's tapped in the scene. You feel me? I never really got to work with like, never really got to work with like other artists like a Briss and like a Didi got a bag and some of the people like that. But I got to tap in with Mozzie. I went to his studios. We got to I was me and my cousin was making beats up there, producing for some of their artists and stuff like that. It was a great experience out there in LA. Um I just think where we going from here is it's just it's only up from here, you feel me? So yeah, that's who I am in a sense. You feel me? All right. Why I made this album? Why I think this album, I ain't gonna lie, I don't got a title to it, but I do got a title to it. I want to call it Authentic Visions because just the things that I be rapping about is they authentic. You feel me? I try not to fabricate nothing. I had let my partner listen to my album. He didn't really say nothing, but as I was listening to it, I just was like, I know that I'm speaking about some real shit. And what he was rapping about and what I'm rapping about, it's more for me, it's just like everybody can relate and just like understand, like, damn, this nigga talking about some real shit when he rap. Like, you could tell that it's coming from a real place and he really kind of been through some shit. So I'm probably gonna call it Authentic Visions. 10 songs, hella samples on there. I produce all of them. You feel me? I got this artist. I got a couple artists on that motherfucker. Always on there, forever. Both of them, they from Sparks, Nevada. You feel me? I got this. I got the In Harmony Choir on there. You feel me? And it's just a dope ass album. I got two Jacka samples. I got that Never Blink and I got that Hey Girl sample. I got the Fabio Foreign sample on there. I got Benny Siegel sample on there. Feel It in the Air. I got what other samples I got there on there? I got Giveon sample on there. I got what else I got on there? I got man, there's some shit on there. I promise you, there's some shit on there. The first song, Dipped in Butter. You feel me? Some of the hot tracks, some of the cold tracks on there, Dipped in Butter go crazy. Motherfucking On God go crazy. That's my brother' favorite song. Um, what else? Palm Trees in the Trenches go crazy. I added some shit to that. Uh, what else? Man, it's some shit on there to be honest. Reason why I made this album was just like I caught inspiration from just the technology and the new shit that was available to us. You feel me? And it's just a complete album. That I'm the guy you wanted me. I wish I would have had the tools to that I used for this album for that album. But even I went back to listen to that album yesterday, and that motherfucker sick too. I'm the guy. Make sure y'all go slap that. I'm the guy you want to meet. That album go crazy too. It's on all platforms. It's on Even. Make sure y'all go buy my shit on Even.biz. You feel me? Y'all can pay whatever y'all want. $5 and up. You feel me? So make sure y'all tap into that. Yeah, so that's the reason why I made this album. Is just authentic. I'm talking shit on there. Like I'm talking shit about people and experiences that I've been through. Like I'm talking shit to people, but I'm not saying no names. So it's like that's why I feel like it's so real. That's why I feel like the vision is so authentic because when you hear it, you're gonna be like, who the hell is this nigga talking about? Like, who are you talking about on here? The people in my circle, some people they know who I'm talking about. Uh some of the people that I done had conversations with about the album, they know who I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, man, this album finna go crazy. It's finna be dope. It got real spill on there. The beats knock, they go crazy. It's on some West Coast shit. Uh, it's vibey. And I'm just ready for it to release. You feel me? I'm ready for y'all to see the vision. I'm gonna have a magazine that come with it. You feel me? I'm gonna have some merch that come with it. So make sure y'all tap in and tune in to what we got going on. And I feel like that's the reason why this album is gonna be dope. That's the reason why I'm making this album. And yeah, man, I just can't wait for y'all to hear it. Some of the things I've been through, losing stuff, you know, my brother being in jail, that's something that I've been dealing with for the past, I'll say at least like 13 years because he's been an in and out. And that's just something that I just want him to have a chance in life. That's something that I've been through and just dealing with. My pops, he kind of going through some stuff right now, but he pushing through it. My grandma, she pushing through her situation. My mom, they pushing through their situation. So going through stuff is, it's regular. You feel me? I just had a brand new child. You feel me? That's something that I'm kind of adjusting to as a you feel me? As a second time dad. Um, it's a beautiful thing though, and yeah, going through shit. Everybody go through stuff, so it's regular. You feel me? And the stuff that we dealing with now is just like it don't compare to anything in my past. So this shit be light. It be super light. It don't be nothing. It ain't gonna kill me. It ain't gonna hurt me. It ain't taking me away from nothing. It ain't making my mental space uh fuck up or none of that. You feel me? It ain't putting me in no bad place. So whatever I'm dealing with, I could get through it. I could get, you feel me, past it. You know what I mean? So that's some of the stuff I done been through. I done had to deal with. What this project represents me just being real. Me spilling the beans about shit that I be feeling. You feel me? Me, me just like saying real shit, bro. And the people that hear it, the people that got something to say about it, you feel me? That shit must be about you. You feel me? And I always been that type of artist that's gonna give you the real. You feel me? That's gonna just say some authentic shit. You feel me? That's gonna never sugarcoat nothing. My bars be going crazy. I'm always gonna have something to say, and I'm always gonna speak the truth about everything that I'm doing. You feel me? I don't be on that motherfucker saying I got $1 million. I be on that motherfucker saying I'm trying to chase $1 million or I'm chasing $1 million. You feel me? I don't be on that motherfucker saying I'm the toughest nigga. I be on that motherfucker saying I stand on what I stand on. That's it. I'm talking shit about my cousins. I'm talking shit about niggas out here in Atlanta. I'm talking shit about niggas around. I'm talking shit about everybody. And that's just what it is. You feel me? I'm going to speak my mind. And if anybody got something to say, like, it is what it is. Do something. And I ain't trying to be hard. It's just like, bruh, that's how I express myself at the end of the day. So allow me to express myself and allow me to talk my shit, period. And that's what this album represents. And what Sparks Vision Media is becoming, Sparks Vision Media is becoming a a uh a content space for artists, you feel me? To do whatever they want to do. When it come to rollouts, when it come to media, when it come to mic drops, when it come to anything, bro. If you got some shit to say, come up here and tap in and tune in. You feel me? We building a platform for artists. We doing what we gotta do. You feel me? And if y'all want to tap in, just hit us. You feel me? Sparks Vision Media on all platforms, especially Instagram. Um, and yeah, the platform going crazy, and we just building, we just going up, and I can't wait for y'all to hear it. You feel me? We gonna do a few mic drops. We gonna do a couple things, and we finna go crazy. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. Shout out to Spark Vision Media once again. And you feel me? Let's get into this music for real. Let's get it. It's your boy Eddie Sparks, Authentic Visions, the new album, finna drop. You feel me? I'm gonna say top of the year. I might do Christmas, but I just want something fresh for the top of the year, especially with the new sound. And it's just gonna be for me. I'm finna just start dropping. Like I done said that shit hella times. I got music videos for this album. I got interviews. I got all type of shit for this album, and I just gotta. I want to make sure that the rollout right. Make sure everything good. Make sure that my publishing, my make sure everything right, bro. And if y'all got any questions, tap in with me. You feel me? I'm on a Russell wave. We trying to do this shit independent. I want a team. I want some other people that could, you feel me, get us right. And man, make sure y'all tap and tune in. Once again, I'm Eddie Sparks. And this is Behind the Vision with Sparks Vision Media. You feel me? Let's get it.